Tesla unveils new Giga laboratory showroom in China. Tesla has opened a new kind of store that appears to showcase its manufacturing processes, presumably in a bid to attract more potential customers in the highly competitive Chinese market. Called the Giga Laboratory, the new retail concept recently opened in China and looks like an immaculate, sci-fi location, with all white cars and accessories put on display, as well as several production-related props such as assembly robots and EV components. A half-finished Model 3 body hangs from the ceiling on some wires, as if it were being manufactured on the spot. And perfectly lit booths act like pedestals for electric motors, inverters, and other components that have been developed and produced in-house. It all looks rather futuristic and presumably has the role of convincing people in China that the American EV maker can hold its own against local automotive giants like BYD, which sold 5 times as many so-called new energy vehicles, pure electric cars and plug-in hybrids, in the first 5 months of this year compared to Tesla, which sold about 200,000 units in China. The Austin-based car brand announced the opening of the new Giga Laboratory on its official Weibo account translated into English. The country's first Tesla Giga Laboratory made a stunning debut. Tesla's most beautiful store in Chengdu unveiled the mystery, an immersive experience of the magic of building a car in 45 seconds. Meet up with friends, chat and take a break. Back in 2019, the Elon Musk-led firm signaled a move from physical stores to online sales, but as it turns out, Tesla is still relying heavily on physical locations to sell its products. Seeing how the number of retail and service facilities has more than doubled to approximately 1,000 locations around the world over the last 4 years. Furthermore, in some states like New York, where car manufacturers aren't allowed to sell vehicles directly to customers, Tesla managed to strike a deal with the Oneida Indian Nation to build a store in upstate New York. This way, the carmaker isn't required to sell its products through a third-party dealership. Source: reposted and summarized from Julian Nystrom at Inside EVS. Tesla's NACS connector gains support from CHAR-IN but admits it must go through due process. Tesla's North American Charging Standard connector has gained support from Charging Interface Initiative, or CHAR-IN, the largest global association focused on the electrification of all forms of transportation, but admits it must go through a due process in a standards development organization before it becomes a standard. CHAR-IN acknowledged the adoption of NACS by numerous companies in a statement made on Monday, saying, "Some of our CHAR-IN North America members are interested in adopting the North America Charging Standard NACS form factor. However, the organization says NACS is not yet a standard because it does not provide an open charging ecosystem for industry to build upon. Customers and the EV industry need trustworthy open charging standards to ensure confidence in the availability, reliability, safety, and adaptability of the standard over time," CHAR-IN said. NACS should be submitted to standards bodies to unify the charging standards market in North America. CHAR-IN is standing behind its CCS and MCS connectors, which have been made a standard through their due diligence, which includes protocols DIN 70121 and ISO 15118 based on power line communication, which enables their functionality. These protocols were created for CCS but are versatile communication standards that could help build bridges across all charging standards in North America. CHAR-IN said it will work to create a task force that will enable requirements with the goal of making NACS to be a standard. An open standardization process ensures proper peer review of the technology and the ability of all interested parties to contribute to the development of this standard, the organization said. More companies are already adopting the NACS connector, including Ford and GM, through announcements earlier this month. However, more companies are adopting it, as many announcements were made earlier today by charging entities. Source: reposted and summarized from Joey Klender at Teslarati. Tesla NACS included in Blink's next-gen chargers. Tesla NACS is included in next-generation chargers from charger manufacturer, Blink. The new charger tech was teased at the Consumer Electronics Show CES 2023 and is in the final stages of design. Blink Charging Company, a manufacturer, owner, operator, and supplier of electric vehicle EV chargers, announced today that a new 240 kW DC fast charger will be available soon. This will be the latest fast charging solution in global markets. The compact charging station is designed for speed and flexibility to quickly charge all electric vehicles. It has included NACS and CCS connectors to meet changing market needs and support the development of a reliable, convenient, and affordable EV charging infrastructure. The move came after Ford, GM, and a number of other charging equipment manufacturers adopted NACS. This also became possible after Tesla opened the design of its charger to all companies in 2022. Previously, Tesla owners could not charge at non-superchargers without an adapter. After the launch of the changes, owners of the manufacturer's vehicles will have wide access to the charging infrastructure in the United States. The 240 kW Blink DC-FC, which incorporates new silicon carbide technology and added NACS, was unveiled at CES 2023. Currently, the new charger is in the final stages of completion. After this final design phase, the charger prototype will be submitted for UL certification. As development is well underway, we are excited to be bringing this new, innovative charger to market and to continue to offer a diverse product portfolio, regardless of connector type, that addresses global demand, said Brendan Jones, President and Chief Executive Officer for Blink Charging. Given recent announcements by Tesla, GM, and Ford, we are clearly witnessing the continued evolution of the EV charging industry. As technologies advance and industry stakeholders come together and evaluate best practices, we are excited by the increasing interest in our sector and are prepared to support all moves to increase EV adoption. The development and installation of DC fast chargers continue to grow, added Jones. The technology is ideal for highway use or when drivers need the convenience of a faster charge time to keep on schedule. Our new Blink DC fast charger, providing both CCS and NACS connectors, is the perfect solution for any EV on the market source. Reposted and summarized from Eva Fox at Tasmanian. Tesla Model Y is China's top-selling SUV in May. The Tesla Model Y took its place as China's top-selling SUV last month. The all-electric crossover, which is produced in Gigafactory Shanghai, sold a total of 31,054 units in May 2023, according to data from the China Passenger Car Association (CPCA). From January to May, the Model Y sold a total of 152,461 units in China's domestic market. That's up 87% year-over-year, which is quite impressive considering that the Model Y is a premium all-electric crossover with a lot of legitimate competition from local rivals. From January to May 2023, the Model Y was the country's best-selling SUV, electric or otherwise. With domestic sales of 31,054 units in May, the Model Y saw a month-over-month growth of 16% from April. The number also represents a 428% year-over-year growth in domestic sales. Following the Model Y was the BYD Yuan Plus, which sold 26,072 units, and the BYD Song Plus, which sold 22,079 units last month. Both popular BYD vehicles stayed behind the Model Y in China's rankings from January to May as well, with the BYD Song Plus selling 149,485 during the same period and the BYD Yuan Plus selling 117,531 units. The Tesla Model Y stablemate, the Model 3 sedan, saw some impressive sales in China's domestic market this year as well. The Tesla Model 3 saw retail sales of 11,454 units in May, which is up 189% year-over-year. The figure, however, represented a 13.2% month-over-month decline, according to a CNE versus Post report. The vehicle's overall performance this year is nevertheless still impressive, with the Model 3 seeing total sales of 67,432 units from January to May 2023. That's a 76% improvement year-over-year, and it's also enough to make the Model 3 one of China's best-selling premium sedans during the period. Such results are not bad at all, especially if one were to consider that some consumers are likely holding off on domestic Model 3 purchases in China due to the vehicle's highly anticipated Project Highland update. Source: reposted and summarized from Maria Morano at Teslarati. Tesla cancels US-made Model Y long-range orders in Canada. Tesla has sent emails to customers in Canada with existing orders for a Fremont-made Model Y long-range, announcing that their order has been cancelled, according to Drive Tesla Canada. As per the source, Tesla says in the email that the ordered configuration isn't available anymore. Although it doesn't explicitly mention what configuration that is, and as a result their order is being cancelled and a refund of the deposit is being issued. However, the Austin-based EV maker offers Canadian customers the alternative of switching their order to another configuration, including the newly introduced Model Y long-range built at the firm's Shanghai Gigafactory in China, which delivers a range of 309 miles (497 kilometers) on a full charge while riding on the standard 19-inch Gemini wheels. The Fremont-made Model Y LR has an EPA estimated range of 330 miles (531 kilometers). So getting a Chinese-made model isn't much an upgrade for affected reservation holders, considering it carries the same starting price of $69,990 CAD as the US-built model. But as Drive Tesla Canada points out, there are some benefits to getting an imported Tesla. It appears that the Shanghai-made Model Ys are equipped with a smaller 79 kilowatt-hour battery pack made by LG. The Fremont-made one has an 82 kilowatt-hours Panasonic pack, which results in a shorter driving range and slower charging speeds, but on the other hand, it offers better performance in cold weather and degrades slower than the Panasonic-made packs. In other words, the made-in-China models don't come with an LFP battery and still rely on 2170 type cells, only from a different supplier. Reuters first wrote about Tesla's intentions of exporting Shanghai-made vehicles to North America in November 2022. And later reports indicated that a second shipment was heading towards Canada in May of this year. In the United States, the $7,500 tax credit can only be applied to vehicles assembled in North America. But Canada's incentive scheme doesn't have such limitations. Source: reposted and summarized from Julian Nystrom at Inside EVS. Giga Berlin seen gearing up for end of Q2. Whenever a quarter nears its end, Tesla amplifies all its efforts to the nth degree. From discounts and limited-time offers to enhanced pressure on delivery center advisors to offload more units, the end of a quarter at Tesla is no less than chaotic. To support these efforts to sell more vehicles, Tesla's Gigafactories become busier than ever, working non-stop to produce as many units before the quarter's end. YouTuber and photographer Tobias Lind has been paying keen attention to the developments. An activity within Gigafactory Berlin-Brandenburg, also known as Gigafactory 4. Lind records areas of Giga Berlin using a drone to capture many areas typically not within view of a casual passerby. This allows viewers to get a look at loading bays and delivery logistics sites. Per Lind's videos, Giga Berlin appears busier than ever. Around 20 carriers are seen loading up on Model Ys in one frame. In the lot, many Quicksilver examples and several Midnight Cherry ones are dotted across the space. In the first quarter of 2023, Tesla increased its production volume by 44% year-over-year, attaining 440,808 total units, all models included. Sales were up 36% year-over-year, with 422,875 recorded deliveries. Despite last quarter's successes, Tesla's efforts in Q2 seem to be bolder than last's. By the end of 2023, Tesla is aiming for 1.8 million units sold. With Tesla's progress thus far in 2023, that goal seems like a more attainable target to hit. From footage at Tesla's several Gigafactories, it looks like the EV automaker is working in overdrive to produce as many cars as possible. With increased production numbers and new discounts on inventory numbers, a highly successful Q2 is likely within Tesla's reach. Source: reposted and summarized from Andrew Lambrecht at Inside EVS.